Hi, students, and hello to all the parents and reader teachers in the room. Thank you for returning to the Sweet Sounds of Reading online computer classes. Now, today's class is class number 5, but before we get started, I've got to ask you the question. Did you practice everything that you learned in class number 4? Well, good job. Now, you know why that's important, right? Because everything that you learned in class number 4 is linked together in class number 5. So in this class, you're going to have to show what you know. And if you don't know it, you can't show it, right? All right. All right. So let's get started. Now, this is the final installment of all the slide sounds today, right? So before we get started, officially get started with the class, let's talk about again what a slide sound is. Now, a slide sound is a sound that can slide out of your mouth, right? It's a sound that you can hold, or you can slide this sound for as long as you have breath and still only make one single solitary sound, right? Now, we've talked about the fact that a slide sound is your friend, right? And a slide sound is your friend because it gives you, the reader, extra time to sound out an unfamiliar or a hard word to sound out. And it also gives you, the reader, extra time to sound out a blend of difficult letter sound, because not all letter sounds are easy to form in your mouth. So a slide sound gives you that extra time and still allows you to sound smooth and cool. How about that? All right. So now with that being said, let's get started with today's class. All right. So we're going to start off with the sound picture. Here we go. This is a sound picture. It goes by the sound name of V. Say that sound with me. Let's do it. V. Good job. You can kind of feel a vibration again, right, when you make that sound. V. Now I'm going to say a name. I'm going to say a name that begins with the V sound. And I want you to listen closely. Here we go. Vanessa. Vanessa. Say that name. Vanessa. Now who's Vanessa? Right. That would be me, Tutor Vanessa. Okay, good job, Vanessa. Now, look at the sound picture on your screen here. Look at this sound picture, right? Now, tell me, what does it look like to you? Kind of looks like the peace sign, right? Can you make the peace sign? Like peace, love, joy, right? Or it looks like two sticks, like two short sticks that are joined together at the very at let's say how you say this. Looks like two sticks that are kind of joined together at angles, right? All right. So how about this? Let's take a picture of the sound, right? So we're going to turn our eyes into cameras like we've been doing, right, for the last 4 classes. We're going to turn our eyes into cameras. We're going to open our eyes really, really wide. I want you to zoom in on the sound on your screen. Now, take the picture. Good job. Now what we've just done, we've stored that image of this sound picture. We've stored this image in our mind, right? And so when we start reading, or if you come across this letter, or this, I should say, this sound picture, in a book or a magazine, back of a cereal box, anywhere you see a sign, when you're riding the car, anywhere you see this sound picture, you're going to say, oh, yeah, I know what that is. That sound, that letter sound, or I should say that sound picture is the V sound, all right? Now, let's make a backup. Now, we've made a picture of the sound, right? We've turned our eyes into cameras, and we've taken a picture of the sound. But let's make a video, right? Let's make a backup in case this sound escapes us. We can't be like, what's that sound? We can't quite remember it. So let's make a movie of the sound, all right? Again, what are you gonna do? You're gonna open your eyes really wide. I want you to zoom in on the sound on the screen. Now, slowly close your eyes. Keep them closed, right? Now, can you see that sound in your mind? Can you see that shape? It's shaped like two little sticks that are at an angle, and they're joined together. And I want you to recall in your movie, or put in your movie, today's class, this conversation that we had about the sound. And what name did we use? Tutor Vanessa starts with a sound. Good job. Good job. Alrighty then. So open your eyes, right? So now what we're going to do? That's right. We're going to finger slide the sound down. What kind of sliding board? The teeny tiny sliding board. That's right. Here we go. All right. All right. Let me just focus this on what is going on with with my computer. All right. Let's focus this right here. All right. So we're gonna climb up the little bitty stairs. And now we're gonna slide down. We're gonna finger slide the sound down the board. Ready? Go. Good job. Good job. Let's learn a new sound. All right. Here we go. This is a sound picture. It goes by the sound name eh. Right? Let's hear you make that sound. Eh. Good job. Good job. All right. All right. Now I'm going to say a word that the very first sound in this word makes the eh sound. Okay, listen closely. Extra. Extra. Can you say that word with me? Extra. What does extra mean? I'll tell you what it means to me. You and I, we work extra hard to learn how to sound out letters and sounds, right? Extra. Good job. Good job. All right. Now, look at this sound picture on your screen here. And tell me, what does that shape look like to you? I'll tell you what it looks like to me. It kind of looks like a circle, with one part of it missing, like a circle that it's a half a circle. How about that? And it has a little stick going across the circle, or connecting in the circle, right? Maybe not the best explanation or the best description, but that's kind of the first thing that pops into the mind. So a half circle with a little stick going across the top half of the circle. All right. Good job. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a picture. We're going to take a mental picture. We're going to turn our eyes into a camera, and we're going to zoom in onto the sound picture on your screen here, and we're going to take the picture. Open your eyes really, really wide. Now take the picture. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So we're going to store that image right up in our mind. And whenever we come across this letter in a word, we're going to say, oh, yeah, I know that is. That's eh. Now, let's make a backup, right? So now we're going to make a movie. We're going to put the eh sound in a movie, right? All right. So again, we're going to take our eyes, our eye cameras, and we're going to push that little button in our mind. And we're going to turn it from a camera to a video. So we're going to make a movie of the eh sound. All right. So zoom in with your eyes into the sound picture here on the screen. Eh. Now slowly close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now run the tape. Run the movie. Make the movie. Eh. Do you see that shape? You see that half circle? That half circle with a little stick going across the top of the circle. I want you to recall this conversation that we had in today's class, or the word of the day, the word of the sound, right? The word of the day was extra, and how we work extra hard to be the best letter sound out pros that we can be. All right, so open your eyes slowly, right? Good job. Now, remember we talked about in a couple of classes about nicknames, right? About how you have a nickname and I have a nickname. Well, some sounds have like nick sounds, right? Because even though the real sound for this sound picture on your screen is eh, sometimes it's called by other names or other sound names, okay? And like before, until we learn differently, right? In future classes, whenever you see this sound picture, you're going to say eh, or you're going to make the eh sound, because there are certain key little codes that you can look for to give you an idea or give you a clue when this ehs make another sound. And we're going to learn all that later, right? Again, now for levels 2 and 3, this particular sound picture, right? It's one of the 5 special sounds. And remember we talked about this, right? And it's called a vowel sound. Now level 1, don't worry about it right now because we're gonna get to that lesson plan. But for right now, I'm going to talk to levels 2 and 3 that are already reading words, right? So if you come across a word that has this sound picture or this letter in it and you're not sure, what's the rule about guessing? Anybody remember? If you gotta guess, the short sound is the best, right? And that's what we're gonna make that clear a little bit later. But we just don't want you guessing all over the place. We want you to be consistent. And as you're reading and you're thinking about what you're reading, you're comprehending, it'll all become clear to you anyway. So moving right along. All right. So now let's slide this sound down our finger slide the sound down the little teeny tiny sliding board. So here we go. We're going to climb up the stairs. You can pretend like the cursor here is your finger, and you're going to climb up the little stairs, and then we're going to slide the sound down the board. Okay, here we go. Go. Good job. Good job. And again, don't forget that when you do this at home in your homework package, you're going to pull out your sliding board poster from class number 1, and you're going to finger slide each new slide sound down that sliding board poster, right? Good job. Good job. All right. Let's learn. Well, let's move on. Now, in this particular class, there were only 2 sounds, right? There were the V sound and the S sound. So let's talk about building the sound, or writing or printing the sound, I should say, right? Now, the cool thing about, and this is going to be in your homework packet, but the cool thing about these 2 sounds, that they're both fence sounds. Remember we talked about on your writing paper, you should look at your paper, the 3 lines on your paper, as a sky, a fence, and a ground line. Now, if you just have like blank paper, if you're practicing on typing paper or something like that, I want you to visualize, close your eyes, and I want you to visualize 3 lines when you're making when you're drawing or writing these letters, right? So let's talk about how to draw the V sound, right? Bear with me a second. So for the V sound, you're going to start at the fence line, and you're going to start drawing at an angle. You're going to draw a straight line, but it's kind of a crooked line, right? It's kind of a crooked line at an angle, right? You're going to come all the way down to the ground line, yes. And then you're going to pick up your pencil or your pencil. You're going to put it on the fence line again, on the other side, on the right side, right? Because we started off on the left line. So now we're going to make a right line at an angle. And you're going to start at the fence line. And you're going to come all the way down to the ground line, but like at a point, right? So the 2 lines that you just drew, they're going to come together like at a point, right? Good job. All right. Now let's look at the sound picture, right? Now for the sound picture, remember we said it's a half of a circle, right? It's almost like you're making a circle or a half circle. So what you're going to do, you're going to put your crayon or your pencil on the left hand side. You see it's like down below the fence line. It's almost halfway between the fence line and the ground line. And so you're going to put your pencil or your crayon right here, and then you're going to start drawing in almost like you're drawing a circle, like a slanted line. And when you get up to the fence line, you're going to start drawing your circle. You're going to start drawing your circle, like you're drawing a circle. You're going to come down to the when you get to the ground line, then you're going to start making a circle or a curve going up, but you're going to stop. See how you're not going to connect the 2 because it's a remember we said it's a half circle. And then you're going to pick up your crayon or your pencil, and you're going to put it right on the point where you started the top part of your circle, and you're going to draw a straight line all the way back to the circle, right? So you're going to, when you get your homework packet, you're going to practice. This might be kind of a tricky sound picture or letter to write. So you're going to practice, in your homework packet, okay? Good job. All right. Also in your homework packet, you're going to have these letter writing tracing pages, right? So you're just going to trace the V and the sound on your tracing paper, right? And at the end here, you're gonna see words that you're gonna be able to trace and write. Now this is for levels 2 and 3 in particular, but level 1 for those of you that are really good with holding your pencil or your crayon, and you think you can handle this, this is for you as well. Okay. Good job. Good job. Okay. Now, but this is really for levels 2 and 3. You're gonna practice making the v and the sound in cursive handwriting, right? So you're gonna make 3 practice strokes by tracing, and then you're gonna make 3 or 4 practice on your own, right? So you're gonna make 3 practice strokes for the sound, and then you're gonna make them independently. You're gonna practice on your own, and so these are just words that are all blended together in cursive that you're going to practice, right? All right. And you can see it here at the end. You're going to practice blending the and the and the and then the and then the right? So you're going to practice that a few times and then practice, or tracing and then practice on your own. Sorry, Tutor, Vanessa's sort of rambling here. All right. Now let's get to blending. All right. So we're going to blend 3 sounds together. We're going to blend the v sound together from today's class. We're going to blend the, who remembers this sound? This sound. Ah, good job. We're going to blend the sound. I think that was class number 2. And then we're going to blend this sound. Who remembers what this sound is? Good job. I believe that was from class number 1. So you see, you need to show what you know, right? You need to practice those other classes so that you become proficient or you're expert in the current class, all right? So we're going to climb up the little stairs, and we're going to slide the v into the into the and we're going to be smooth and we're going to be cool, right? So one sound is going to blend or slide right into the next one, right? None of that choppy business, none of that. So we won't be doing this. We won't be doing We're going to go Good job. Good job. See how smooth that was? All right. Let's do it together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Van. God, see how smooth that was? So, what's the next step? Anybody remember? The next, slide to the side. That's absolutely right. We're going to slide these 3 sounds together to the side. All right. Right? So we're going to follow the arrow here. We're going to use our eyes, I should say, to follow the arrow in the reading direction from the left to the right. We're going to slide this sound picture into this sound picture into this sound picture. Okay? So I'm going to put the cursor right up here in the tippy top of the v sound picture. Right? We're going to slide or hold that sound. But you know the drill, right? 1, 2, 3, go. Van. Good job. All right. So we're going to put on our superhero capes, right? I'm Wonder Woman. Who are you again? Good job. That's right. All right. So I'm going to put on our superhero capes, and we're going to slide these 3 sounds together just like that. Faster than sound. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Van. Van. What's a van? Well, I'll tell you, a van can be a car that your mom or your dad drives. Is a sort of a bigger car, or like a little mini truck, and it can hold a lot of more people than a regular car, right? Van. Good job. All right. So let's use van in a sentence. I like to ride in a van when I'm going to the beach with all my friends. Van. All right. Good job. All right. Let's do it again. All right, so we're going to slide these 3 sounds together. We're going to slide this new sound that we just learned today, with the sound we learned, I think, from last class, and from, who remembers this sound? Good job. We learned this sound way back in class number 1, right? So we're going to slide these 3 sounds together, right? So you're going to watch me first. I'm going to go up those stairs. And I'm going to be smooth and I'm going to be cool. I'm going to slide one sound into the next sound, into the next sound. Watch this. L. wasn't too smooth, right? Let me do this again. Sometimes Tutor Vanessa messes up, right? Watch this. L. Good job. All right. So let's do it together. Ready? Go. L. All right. All right. One more time. Let's do it. One more time. All right. Go. L. It's kind of weird going from that to the right. Right. So what we're gonna do now? Oh, we're gonna slide to the side. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So we're going to follow the arrow with our eyes. We're gonna follow the sounds in the reading directions from the left side to the right side. All right. And we're gonna slide this sound picture into this sound picture into this sound picture. All right. Here we go. So I'll put the cursor right here in the right here in the tippy top corner right here. Ready? Go. Good job, good job, good job. So now we're going to put on our superhero capes. We're going to slide these three sounds together, just like that, at a count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Elf. Good job. Elf. What's an elf? I'll tell you what an elf is. An elf is a little tiny make-believe person, right? And they have pointed little ears and pointy little toes. Oh, and a lot of times they live at the North Pole and they help Santa, right, around Christmas time. The little Christmas elves, right? Good job. Elf. Good job. Let's move right along. Moving right along. We're going to slide 3 more sounds together, okay? So we're going to slide this sound picture into this sound picture into this sound picture good job. So we're going to slide these 3 sound pictures together, right? So we're going to climb up the little stairs, right? Go. Men. Good job, good job, good job. All right, so now we're going to slide these sounds to the side. That's what we're going to do. We're going to slide them to the side. All right, so we're going to follow the arrow, or we're going to slide them in the reading direction from the left to the right. All right, so we're going to slide the into the into the Good job. All right, so I'm going to put the cursor right here in the corner. Ready? Go. Men. Good job. All right. So now we're going to slide these 3 sounds together as fast as we can. Remember, we're going to put on our superhero capes. We're going to slide these 3 sounds together really fast. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Men. 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 What's a men? What does that mean? Men. Right? Well, I'll tell you what a man is. A man is more than one man, right? Like your dad is a man. But if you had your dad and your uncle and your granddad or something like that, you'd have men. Men. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. All right. So now we're going to do our eye tracking exercise, okay? All right. So again, remember when you get this in your homework packet, you're going to hold the paper or this page straight up, right in front of your face. It's going to be right in front of your face so you can track with your eyes only. Remember, your head needs to stay still, right? Good job. All right. So, we're going to track these sounds. We're going to track these. We're going to read or sound out these sounds, right? Starting here. So we're going to start here. When you get to the end of the line, your eyes should whip to the next line. Not your head, just your eyes, right? So remember, your eyes should do this. All right. Ready? Go. Eh. 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 Elf. Van. Men. Good job. All right. So now I'm going to take away the I'm going to take away the lines, right, or your little cheat sheets, and we're going to see if you can still track using your eyes only and not lose your place. All right, ready? Go. Eh, mm, mm, eh, mm, eh, mm, elf, van, men. Good job. And by the way, levels 1, I forgot to mention that this row right here, you've just added 3 more words to your reading vocabulary, right? So you can now read elf and van and men in addition to all the other words that you've learned. Good job. Good job. All right. So moving right along. I want to talk about the sound picture, okay? All right. So this sound picture that we just learned, this sound. It's a deep wizard sound, right? So when you make this sound, you use a deep wizard voice, like eh, eh, eh. Okay. So we're gonna practice these new sounds. Right? We're gonna blend. We're gonna slide one sound into the other. But whenever we see this sound picture, we're gonna pretend like we're a wizard when we say the sound, right? So watch me and listen first. Elf, elm, men. Right? So we're gonna use our wizard voice, our eh, right? Remember, this is a slide sound, so you hold the sound right now, right? It's not it's right? We're gonna be a wizard, right? So let's do it together. Elf, elm, men. All right. So again, this is a deep sound. Whenever you see this sound picture here, I want you to remember that wizard, and I want you to go, all right. But on the other hand, however, this sound picture here, this is a high which sound. So you use a high which sound when you say this sound picture here. Who remembers what this sound picture is? Right? So to make this sound, it's like a which. It's like Good job. Good job. All right. So we're going to use a very high voice to make this sound when we read these words, right? So watch me and listen first, right? In, fin, if. All right. So remember, this sound picture is a which sound. Good job. All right. So let's pretend to use our which voice while we sound out these sounds. Ready? Go. In, fin, if. Good job. And just like with the deep wizard sound, this sound is a slide sound. So remember, it slides out of your mouth. Good job. All right. Moving right along. All right. So now in this eye tracking exercise, we're going to do it's going to be a little bit different. So I brought along a couple of helpers, the wizards and the witches, right? All right. So we're going to practice this eye tracking these sounds from left to right using our eyes only, not moving our heads, but we're going to use our little helpers here, right? So whenever you come across a wizard sound, I have a little wizard under it. Whenever you come across a witch sound, I have a little witch. So the wizards make what sound? And the witches make what sound? All right. All right. So I'll give you a practice. I want you to watch me and listen to me first. So for this drill, it's going to be something like this. Eh, 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 eh. Think you can do that? I think you can. All right. Let's do it together. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Eh, 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 eh. Good job. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna take away our little witches and our little wizard helpers, and I'm gonna take away the lines. And I'm gonna see. I want to see if you can switch from the wizard to the witch. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's do it together. Ready? Go. Eh, 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 eh. All right. Now again, if I went a little bit too fast for you, when you get your homework packets, slow it down and go at your own pace. Okay? Good job. All right. All right. So moving right along, this is also a homework activity. So you know this, right? Who's this guy right here? Alpha. That's right. This is alpha ear, right? So we're going to help Alpha find the hidden V or the sounds, all right? So, oops, what happened there? Whoopsie, whoopsie daisy. Did not mean to do that. Computer glitch. All right. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. There we are. Okay. So we're going to look for we're going to finger slide. We're going to finger slide, I should say, and we're going to look for the hidden sound. And when you find the hidden sound, you're going to circle it and say the sound. So again, we're looking for V or E, all right? So let's do it together. One line together, right? So you're going to tell me when to stop, right? So you're going to tell me when to stop. You're going to tell me when to stop. You're going to tell me when to stop. Stop. All right. What's the sound? God, my computer, or is it the operator not working today? Huh? I'm going to blame it on the computer, not me. Right, so this is the V sound. Good job, good job. All right. We're looking for the hidden sounds. I want you to tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Stop. What's the sound? Eh. Good job. All right. So again, so when you get your homework packet, there's going to be a whole line of hidden slide sounds activities, right? Good job. All right. So moving right along. This is also another homework activity. Homework activity, okay? So this is a slide sound strip, right? And so what you're going to do here is you're going to use a timer, right? And you're going to set the timer for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever you need, right? And the object of the game is to sound out all the sound before you get to before the timer runs off. Now this is just a sampling. When you get your homework packet, it's a whole page of sounds, right? So what you're going to do is again, you're going to start with the first row, and then you're going to go to the second row, and then you go to the third row. But if you make a mistake, you have to start all the way back over, and you try to beat the clock, right? So I'm not going to turn on the clock today. So we're going to sound out these sound pictures, all right? Starting with this row. Ready? Go. V, e, v, va, vi, va, v, e, v, ej, ez, av. And these are some of the sounds that we learned from some classes from the past, right? So again, you got to show what you know. So you got to practice, 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 right? So you'll always be with the class, right? You'll always be on top of things. Good job. All right. So moving right along. Word search. This is also a part of your homework packet, right? So here's our guy again, Alpha Ear. So you're going to help Alpha Ear find these hidden slide sounds or words in this word search puzzle, right? So when you get your homework packet, that's another activity for you. Good job. Alrighty then. Well, look at here, right? This is the letter sounds codes map. And as of today, we have completed all 14 of the slide sounds, right? And so we're right here on the map. Our goal is to get right here. Do you remember how many total letter sounds codes we're going to learn? Anybody? 103. That's right. So we've learned the first 14 of the slide sounds, right? And again, our goal is to get here. So the next class, we're going to be learning more difficult sounds. These are called bounce sounds, and we'll talk about that in the next class, right? So now, we've talked about this before. It's really, really important that you take every single class, right? Don't miss any classes and don't skip any classes. Because if you do, when we get down here in this more difficult area, these difficult letter sounds codes, you might get lost, might not make any sense to you. So just always hang in there with me. All right? All right. All right. Moving right along. So let's do the letter sound codes countdown. All right. As of today, we have learned 14 letter sound codes. And we've only got how many to go? 89. Oh my, right? Sounds like a lot, but we're moving right along, aren't we? Good job, all right? So let's look at the clock here, right? So we are right here at 14. See, we're right, see the arrow is right between the 12 and the 16, right here at the 14 sound mark. We are just doing big things in this class. Good job. Good job. All right. So moving right along. All right. So if there are any parents and reader teachers in the room, please, 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 I need a favor. I need you to tell a friend. Please, please tell all your friends and all your family members about these free private online tutoring classes, okay? I really, really appreciate your help in getting out the word. And for some of my grandparents and for some of my parents who maybe you don't want to or don't know how to encode the link in your text message or your email, just send them to the website. Just say, hey, go to sweetsoundsofreading.com and you'll see all of the classes listed on the website. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, and also there's like a video channel lineup of the classes and all the homework links. So again, please tell a friend. I appreciate your help and thank you so much. All righty then. Now, with that being said, boys and girls, parents and reader teachers, this completes our slide sounds class, right? So we've completed the V and the E sound, right? So I just want to say this for all the parents and reader teachers in the room. I want you to please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And for all the kids still in the room, or I hope you're still in the room, right? I want you not to forget to practice, practice, practice. And I'm going to see you guys in the next class. Okay? All right. With that being said, we are complete.